Alright guys, so what we have now is the Fairy Gala. It's an event in Twisted Wonderland. I've unlocked everything, well, that I can unlock just yet. Apparently it's got 2 parts, so I'm guessing that comes in a few days. Chapter 1, Mage Still Missing, Fairy Gala. Interior hallway. Excuse me, Head Mage, we've been looking for you. Something strange is going on. Scarabia is usually warm year-round, but it's getting a bunch of snow. We shoveled enough to get out of our dorm, but only to find the hall of mirrors as hot as an oven. Al-asim, Viper, it's happening at your dorm too? The temperature has been aberrant in my office as well. It's so cold in there, why, feathers could freeze over. Okay. Temperature control on this campus is handled by fairies who draw powers from a highly valuable mage stone the school maintains. And based on the chapter, it must be missing. Someone's perhaps vandalized it in some fashion. Then we should go check it out, on the double! The mirror chamber. So, this mage stone you mentioned is stored in the mirror chamber? Yes, it's strictly forbidden for anyone to enter without my permission. Wait a minute. Sweet merciful 7! Gone? Gone! The precious mage stone that supplies the fairies with magical power is gone! Oh, jeez. Viper, summon every house warden to the head mage's office at once. I'm calling an emergency meeting. Head mage's office. Ugh, why is this room so cold? Oh, thank goodness. Octavanil's being so unbearably hot all day. I feared I was on the cusp of dehydrating into an octojelly. It's a sauna in Ignihide and Idia is not here. What if this fries up PCs? Requesting we shut the dorm down for emergency maintenance, sir. Yeah, this can't be good. Quiet in the office. As you are no doubt aware, we are presently unable to regulate the temperature in buildings across campus. The cause, I'm afraid, is that the Mage Stone, acting as a fairy power supply, is missing. That's the thing you were yelling about, right? Just so. Our campus buildings are kept pleasantly livable all year round by virtue of the magic of fire fairies, water fairies, and wind fairies. Oh, just like the thing we used to battle. Just to name a few of our many Fae benefactors. Okay, so there's more of them. Right, with the Mage Stone gone, we cannot feel the fairies' magic, and thus cannot control the campus's air conditioning. I kept it stored in the mirror chamber to avoid this precise scenario. And yet, someone has undoubtedly stolen it. The nerve, the audacity! You just said that the stolen object is a mage stone that supplies the type of magical power the fairies favor. Wouldn't it follow then that the fairies would be our first suspects? No, because... No, because if they wouldn't steal their own power source. Are you suggesting that I, the heir apparent of Briar Valley, would stoop to common thievery? Pierce the sword, pardon me, I meant no offense, of course. Dude, the amount of power you could get from a mage stone would be a drop in the bucket to Melius. So it wouldn't affect him. He's already a balance-breaking character with that auto-filling MP gorge of his. I don't play enough video games to know this. Yeah, for sure. Nobody here would think for a minute that you're behind this, Melius. Just, you know, if you happen to know anything relevant, it'll be nice to hear. Like, does anything Fae-related come to mind, or anything else along those lines? You know, when I was out on a stroll last evening, I did glimpse some fairies around here. The kind that I don't see very often. They were palm-sized and clad in leaves. There were 2 of them, and they were struggling to carry an iridescent stone. Oh, okay, well, you just, that must be the missing mage stone! Oh my god, Aurelius, you literally just soared, and then you didn't even do anything! Draconia, which way were they headed? Towards the Botanical Garden, I believe. We depart at once. Everyone, make haste! Can probably get it back soon. Chapter 2. The Fairy Gala. Botanical Garden. Let us take a discreet peek inside. We mustn't alert our fairy suspects. Ah, I see some what the? Oh, jeez. I see some tiny fairies grouped up. They're definitely carrying the iridescent stone. That's it. That's the precious mage stone that vanished from the mirror chamber. Looks very beautiful. Those fairies clad in leaves are called craft fairies. They make the tools and implement their Fae brethren need to change the season. Does that mean they stole the mage stone to use in some feat of engineering? Look, now a different fairy is coming up, and they're carrying something... a mushroom hat? Oh no, a tiara. Ah, if they've affixed the mage stone to it. Don't tell me they pilfered such a precious stone simply to make use of making accoutrements? What? Oh hey, bigger fairy's coming up now. You know she's boss level because she's got an escort and she's bigger than all the other ones. That's how you know all the bosses. I believe that's... And now they've placed the mage stone adorned tiara upon her head. Gotta say, it's really cool. They crafted a horticulture crown for the larger fairy. But how are we gonna get the mage stone back now? The gemstone color does match her dress nice. No, it doesn't, because it doesn't. Her entire outfit's yellow. It doesn't match, but it does look really nice. Oh, Melius, you've seen that golden fairy before? Shining like gold, she towers over other fairies. Her beautiful wings aflutter. Thus she is revered by her diminutive brethren. What is her name? There's no mistake. That is the queen of the Faeland, where the smaller fairies gather. Oh, okay then, that's gonna be a bit difficult to get the stone back! She's the fairy queen! If she's outside her domain at this time of year, there's one likely explanation. Something's wrong? Night Raven College's Botanical Garden has been selected as the venue for Fairy Gala. Oh, okay. My mind instantly jumped to, oh no, her homeland's under attack and she needs help or something. Goodness gracious me. What's this gala? It sounds like a hoot to me. The Fairy Gala is a festival that the fairies hold to usher in spring. Those who dwell in the Faeland choose a place to hold it on a whim when spring draws near. Supposedly, they celebrate the turning of the season with fancy outfits and a glitzy fashion show to showcase them. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I totally agree with you, Leona. Let's just shoo off the stupid fairies and take the mage stone back. That seems like a good idea. Wait, what? The Fairy Gala is no mere celebration of fairy fashion, it is specifically a festival to herald the arrival of spring. Okay, then, but we're Mage Stoneless for the next few weeks. If it were to be interrupted or spoiled, that would incur the fairies' wrath. And Twisted Wonderland would be forever enveloped in winter's cold, harsh embrace. Well, how are we gonna get the Mage Stone then? When fairies decide upon a venue, there is no negotiating. That is the trouble with the Fairy Gala. Just what we need. Forces of nature who throw temper tantrums when someone makes them mad. Fairies can be surprisingly stubborn and petty. You'll find precious few as mild-mannered as myself. We can hardly chase off the fairies, but sitting around patiently waiting for the gala to end is also not an option. We're gonna crash the gala? From what I heard, the Fairy Gala's post-event festivities can easily run 3 months! Oh no, what about Igna High's PCs? Without that Mage Stone, temperatures across campus will remain in a state of chaos. We cannot hold classes under such conditions. I say we all work together to take it back! Yeah! But how are we gonna do that? Here we go with the same old story. A self-important grown-up dumping unpleasant work onto his students. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh jeez. You have a point, yeah. The head mage is the one responsible for campus affairs. As a student, I fail to see how any of this is my job. Goodness, I know temperatures are in flux, but you needn't all be so unseasonably cold. Even so, I had a feeling you'd respond susly. So be it. I'm afraid school is cancelled until the Fairy Gala concludes and the air conditioning is fixed. School's cancelled? Sweet! Of course you'd say that. However, missing 3 months of classes means I won't be able to advance you to your next year of studies. Oh dear, that is a bit annoying. The entire student body will be held back, yourselves included! Really? This is how you do... What? Preposterous! Me, held back a year! I mean, it's not too bad. That's unacceptable for me as well. It would be devastating to my public image. I mean, Crowley, you really? What? What happened to online classes and that stuff? We managed to do things well in lockdown. Really? Why are you like this? This still doesn't sit well with me, but I suppose we have no choice. This is absurd, but without advancement effectively being held over our heads, our options are limited. Then we have an agreement. Wonderful. Let's all work to overcome this adversity. Together! Useless adults! Chapter 3. Take back the Mage Stone. Head Mage's office. So, in review, you have 2 tasks. 1. See the Fairy Gala through to completion. 2. Take back the Mage Stone. Those objectives must be achieved in tandem. With that established, I open up the floor to discussion. Say, Melius, you're a fae like the queen, right? What if you went up and say, "Hey, excuse me, that stone is valuable to us. Can we have it back, please?" I mean, I guess, like, I don't know. The fae are no monolithic entity. We come in many different varieties. There are flora fae, Light Fae, Fauna Fae. Everything from Sizzle Fae to dragons like myself fall under the same broad umbrella. Okay, so it's like a different species? We come in different sizes and speak different languages. Not all of us get along either. Much like humans, really. That's what I was thinking. Were I so much as set foot in their Gala, those tiny fairies would grow frightened and scatter to the winds. Oh dear. Some help you are. If reasoning with them is off the table, then our only option left is force. That would only aggravate matters. Perhaps we should explore methods of taking it back peacefully without being noticed. Yeah, like switching the stone. If an inconspicuous solution is our aim, then what if we crafted an imitation tiara and swapped it for the real one? I mean, that's not bad either. I was thinking of just swapping the stone, but this is a much better version of it. As an actor, I can tell you that most jewelry is used in filming. It's just imitation costume jewelry. Of course, it's convincing enough to fool lay people so long as they refrain from scrutiny. You make a fine observation. As far as I could tell, those fairies were only regarding the Mage Stone as a pretty rock. The counterfeit would go unnoticed, as long as it remains aesthetically identical. But how would you even make the swap? You saw how well guarded the queen was. How's an outsider gonna get close to her without drawing a bunch of aggro? The Fairy Gala is a large-scale event, yes? Surely they cannot keep track of every single attendee. Are you gonna sneak in? Getting close to the queen on the day of the gala wouldn't draw any undue suspicion. Sneaking into the Fairy Gala, reaching the tiara, and swapping it out was a fake. But we'd have to make up a story for why you're here, if you get caught. That's quite a convincing plan. However, there's one snag. It hinges on having some manner of magic spell or item that disguises someone as a fairy. A prospect as unrealistic as it is. In stock! Is that you, Azul? Oh wait, no. Is that Sam? Chapter 4, Windswept, Fairy Gala. Yeah, this is definitely Sam's tune. Greetings, Hit Mage, my little imps. You seem to be in a bit of a bind. I knew it. I'm not surprised you have an internal radar for desperate customers. Oh, sorry. Business opportunities. I mean, it's the same thing, vice versa. My friends in the shadows tipped me off, actually. Let me guess, Hitch Mage, is this what you're in the market for? A vial full of golden power. I take it that it's fairy dust. Why, yes, good-eyed, my horned friend. Fairy dust is the source of power for the fairies living in the Feyland. The way I hear it, no dust, no flying, fluttering, or even floating for them. If not for their vengeance, it would be very good if we managed to somehow zap all of the fairy dust out of them. Anyone with fairy dust sprinkled on them counts as part of the crew. Okay. With this, you could sneak into the party like you were planning. I hear that Phelan treasures fairy dust so much, they appoint an official dust guard to safeguard it. I'm guessing that dust guard was bribed. Yet you have an entire vial of it in your hand. How did you come to acquire it? Or did you torture a fairy to get it off them? Trade secret. Normally, I prefer to spare such expensive, but the Fairy Gala leaves me in no position to refuse. I'll be purchasing that fairy dust. Bill it to the school. Thanks. Pleasure doing business with you. Well, that takes care of one problem. We have our means of disguising someone as a fairy. But this is a tiny veil. This much dust won't be enough to cloak every house warden present. We have to nominate someone to infiltrate the fairy gala. This event is a hotspot for fairy world elites. Our nominee will need to carry himself with grace and refinement. He'll also need convincingly glamorous attire, of course. Okay. The ideal infiltrator will need to know his way around parties for the upper crust. Okay. I think I have a few in mind. Incidentally, I have it on good authority that the theme of this year's fairy gala is Windswept. Okay, so wind mages. Oh yeah, you two. You two would be perfect. In the Feylander's eyes, I believe you two would have the most windswept look. Agreed. Savannas and desert environments certainly qualify. As poor an excuse for mobility he is, Leona is a royal, and Callum is the heir to the most prominent and wealthy family in all of the Scouting Sands. Yeah, those two would be perfect. I think they both know their way around a gala. Leona and Callum get my vote. Are we done here? Okay, GG. I'm sure our two infiltrators will have many preparations to make, so this would be a good point to adjourn. I wasn't invited to start with, so I'll just see myself out. Did you not get invited to this? Oh dear. How quick everyone is when they want to get out of something. Something I should learn. Chapter 5. The Infiltration Team. Head Mage's Office. And there you have it, boys. The continued peace and well-being of our school is in your hands. Oh dear. Way to put pressure on them. Count me in. I'm all too happy to help. Well, count me out. Why should I have to do anything with some dumb party? Infiltrating some dumb party. Let me be clear. I hate schmoozing, galas, balls, barf, etc. King Scholar, consider the possibility that Asim fails in his endeavor and spring is not forthcoming. I mean, Callum always has Jamil to look after him. Wouldn't you be among those most affected by the state of affairs as a feline beastman? A perpetual winter would sap you of your drive! Oh jeez. Way to blackmail. Savannah Claw has many beastman students, and I imagine the temperature changes do them no favors. They'd have trouble staying active. Your dome's performance and energy would plummet drastically. Are you willing to accept that risk? Oh. Fine, whatever. Woo! A fairy party! This is so exciting! Say, is it okay if I bring Jamil along for this? I'd hate for him to miss out. It's probably better this way because you'll probably mess up without it. Without him. By all means. In fact, I insist you do. I'd certainly rest a lot easier that way. You could use an attendant yourself, King Scholar. Someone to keep you honest and prevent you from stealing away the moment I'm not watching. So that's how we got Ruggy aboard on this. How about Hal, your fellow Savannah Claw student? He's a diligent sort. Are you serious? That guy's the textbook definition of inflexible, and was him around? Point is, I'm rolling him out. Make it Ruggy. Ruggy's better because then he can steal this crown. Like he stole our pens. Are you sure your motive, dear, isn't having someone who will follow your lead and enable you to skip out on your duties? Do you trust me or not? If you don't, take me off the infiltration team. How can a student of the school be so selfish when his home away from home is facing a crisis? I'll assign you a gopher. I mean a meditator who will report back to me in a timely manner. I mean, everyone in the school is basically an asshole in one way or another, so that's pretty much it. I see yet another absurd assignment coming! We're here now! I am involved in this as well. It's as hot as a desert in ramshackle dorm. The whole place is gonna be uninhabitable for some of us living... Oh, wait, what? Hang on. Alright. The whole place is gonna be uninhabitable for those of us among the living if someone doesn't do something about this stat. Wait, no, not this one! Oh no. I knew it! Anne and Grim, you're getting in on the fairy gala too, huh? Oh jeez. I couldn't have asked for better backup. Welcome aboard. What these herbivores. I'm not some sheepdog for the record. Yeah, but you're super lazy. You don't have to be afraid, Leona. I'll make sure to look after you. Excuse me. I see a fight is brewing already. Alright, Anne, listen up. Your job is to keep an eye on our infiltrators and ensure they don't cause problems at the fairy gala. You expect me to be able to control these guys? The success of this operation is riding on you. Of course it is. Of course it is. Chapter 6. A plan. Ramshackle dorm. Lounge. Caleb. Why must you always sign up for trouble on the spot? How many times have I told you to say, I'd like some time to consider it before agreeing? I see you're not very happy about this. Leona, you have got to stop dragging me into these messes. You just want to dump all your dirty work on me. But everybody needs our help. I'm sure if we all put our heads together, we'll do just fine. Oh, of course we will. I'll get over it. It's not like I want to be here either. But it's a fairy festival. Don't you want to see that at least once? Do you even understand what's at stake here? We're not going to sip bubbly and discuss the wizard. Actually we kind of are, but no matter. I mean, it's all about the wizard. If you want me and give me at least 10 marks an hour of my time, then we can talk. Sheesh, all they do is bicker. Everyone's inflexible. Are you guys all okay with letting the campus remain unlivable? Definitely. I'm not, because I can't live outside of campus. I don't have any space. Holding class is gonna be the least of our problems if the school stays this bad until the day we graduate. Good grief. You're right that we're just wasting time here. We're not in a position to say no at this point regardless. Let's do as Anne suggests and get to work on a plan. All we have to do is swap out the tiara, right? Sounds like enough of a plan to me. But we gotta make a tiara first. That's a goal, not a plan. The tiara is sitting on the queen's head, right? We need to work out how to make the actual switch. We're going to have to make someone ask about the tiara. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because then everyone is just going to be staring at the random crown as it levitates. Alright, so how we're gonna do this is that we need to have someone talk to the queen and just comment on the tiara and ask to, well, maybe hold it or touch it or something, and then you make the switch somehow. Like, just be like, hey, look behind you or something, and then quickly switch the crown and then give it back to her, and that's basically how it is. Fays are much more sensitive to magic than humans are, can't you? Oh, okay. That's something I didn't know about. Mind you, I've only finished chapter 3 of the main story so far. This is the Queen of the Feyland we're talking about. We should assume they will immediately notice even the slightest use of magic. Okay, then that means the crown can't be made with magic either. A bunch of mages that can't use magic at all. Cool. There's a tight constraint right out of the gate. Don't be sick. That's where you come in, Ruggy. Because you're great at stealing. You stole our pins. You'll swap the tiara the Queen's wearing for the fake. Directly. By hand. Wait, what? Me? Why are you so surprised? Chapter 7. How to draw attention. Wouldn't that be even easier to spot the magic? Not for Ruggy. He's got sticky fingers and the skills to back it up. Besides, it's not like the Queen's got the tiara stowed in her inside jacket pocket or something. Is that the hardest place to steal? It's sitting right on her head, out in the open, just begging to be swiped. That makes this way harder, actually. Because then she'll notice it. Ooh, I get it. So that's why you wanted to bring Ruggy instead of Jack. Jack does tend to stand out in any crowd. Yes, because he's a fluffy wolf. I can't think of anyone better suited to this plan than Ruggy. I'm on board with your ideas, Leona. Aw, geez, are you guys serious? So, Ruggy, how many seconds do you need to switch one tiara for another? Accounting for the size of tiara and the kind of surroundings we'll be in. 15 seconds? Oh, wow. He says 10 seconds. Really? You shaved my 5 seconds off my estimate! Yeah, because I know you. You added some breathing room, didn't you? By the way, I'm going to need the Queen distracted the whole time for this to work at all. Jamil, I haven't gotten to your chapter yet, but apparently, like, you can hypnotize people. Please? How would one draw attention at a fairy gala safely and without raising suspicion? Well, this party is supposed to celebrate the arrival of spring, right? What better way to celebrate than with a parade? You could throw a big fancy one that leaves the Queen totally starstruck. We could wear dazzling costumes and bring music troops. The classic Kalim's solution. Throw money and bodies at problems to make them go away. Did you forget about our limited supply of fairy dust? Actually, I think he might be onto something. Okay, do fill us in. The Fairy Gala's centerpiece event is a fashion show, right? Yep. Anything goes on that runway, apparently. Dancing, singing, it's all fair game as long as it celebrates spring. According to Sam, it's a really glitzy show. It sounds like a ton of fun. That's our angle. Myself, Kalim, and Leona will draw the whole venue's attention at the fashion show. While the Queen's distracted, Ruggy, Grim, and Anne will switch out her tiara. Excuse me? You expect me to put myself on display for the entertainment of fairies? But would you rather prefer to go and switch out the tiara? You'd be surprised how long 10 seconds can last. We'll need a full coordinated effort to buy time for Ruggy. That's true. Grim and Prefect will be running support for Ruggy. That leaves the three of us to do the show. You're free to say no, but I think you're the one with the most to lose if we don't succeed. Oh, that smug smirk as well. The hitmate just had to go and open his big mouth. I'll be counting on you guys. Our success is riding on you. Let's make this fashion hang on. Let's make this fashion show a smash hit. What's this group of amateurs even supposed to accomplish? We need to go down Pomfiore or the pretty guys. Don't worry about that part. I have an idea. And here they are. Our secret weapons to ensure success. Really? A fashion show? Was this group more like a potato parade? I know who that might be. Cruel! Chapter 8. The only way to succeed. Ramshackle Dorm Lounge. Great. Just great. Hey guys. Bill and Professor Crow. You'll be the stars of the fashion show with our support. Isn't that right, Professor Crow? The look in your eyes tells me otherwise. Oh boy, what a bear to bring! Jamil, do you have any idea what you signed us up for? Look, I wasn't exactly keen on this myself. Will is a top model and Professor Crow is a fashion maven in his own right. Yes, they're going to run us ragged if we have them as our coaches. I'm so glad I'm not doing the fashion show then. That's great. But getting their help is the only way to succeed, period. Otherwise we amateurs would just embarrass ourselves on stage, guaranteed. No wonder Scarabia is the dorm of mindfulness. You really are willing to go to any lengths to achieve a goal. I thought that was you guys. Our aim is to keep the queen's, no, the entire venue's gazes riveted upon you, and steal the tiara while doing so. Yeah, that's actually better than just... I call it Operation Steal the Show, and steal you show, or my name isn't Will Schonheit. I don't think I pronounced this surname correctly. Alright, first off, we need to ensure you're all properly dressed. Everyone gets a fitting! Really? Even the ones not on the show? You still have to blend in with the fairies at the gala. Okay. I'm not about to let my pups show up to a formal affair dirty and ungroomed. Rejoice, for the most fitting attire you could wear to the party will be selected by yours truly, of course. Pomfiore Dorm Ballroom. Wow, you guys look really pretty. What do you think? Are they looking sufficiently well groomed? I have to hand it to you, Professor Crow. The outfits have deliberately muted colors to better highlight the beauty of the wearers, giving them a stoic, mysterious look. Yet the loose sleeves and untucked shirts retain a certain rugged air. Windswept indeed. It's nice having a proper fashionista here to save me a lengthy breakdown. You threw more outfits on us than I could count. Put something on, take something off, repeat ad nauseum. I mean, at least you guys look great now, so that's that. That was more tiring than spell drive training. You think this is pretty normal and... What? Okay. That was dizzy. Don't relax just yet. Even a silk shirt can look like a paper bag if the one wearing it doesn't move with beauty and grace. If you want to achieve an attention-grabbing performance at a fashion show, you need two things: a beautiful walk and a beautiful performance. Let's see how well the lot of you can strut. The look in your eyes isn't going to do very well. Ugh, walking is a lot harder to figure out when trying to do it as a conscious action. Don't size yourself out, just relax and put one foot ahead of the other. Oh no, this advice isn't helping. Alright. Chapter 9. Let's get started! Pomfiori Dorm, Ballroom. I must say, I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting you to be half disgraceful. Consider me impressed, Jamil. You humble me with your praise, Vil. You are rather poised yourself, Cullen. Perhaps home tutoring does make a difference. Wow, you think? You're making me blush. I don't know if I'd say my poise comes from tutoring, though. It's probably just because I like to dance. Cullen studied traditional dance since he was a child. I'm a bit into street dancing myself. That would explain why your core muscles are so well developed. And on the other side... Oh jeez! We're gonna get roasted! Leona, what was that utterly abysmal gait? What, I walked the same way as the Scarabian guys? You most certainly did not! You have none of Jamil's flexibility or Caleb's class. Your feet drag along the ground, your posture is atrocious, your head bobs when you walk, and you swagger like some kind of ruffian! He's dressed the prettiest as well, so that's gonna be a bit difficult. So, Prince, are you sure you're not the royal jester? Actually, no, saying that doesn't disservice to jesters everywhere. Ooh! He's not pulling any punches! Schoenheit, I think for a pup as poorly trained as King's Scholar here, we'll need to start with the basics. Walking on two legs. What? Oh my gosh! Otherwise we might as well be chucking a newborn kitten down the runway! Oh, jeez. We can't expect an elegant performance from Leona when he doesn't have the fundamentals of walking down. And if both his gait and his performance needs work, I'd prefer to focus on walking with the limited time we have. As loath as I am to admit it, Leona could make an eye-catching main model if we leverage that air of smug superiority he gives off. As for you two Scarabia gentlemen, I give your runway walks 10s across the board. It's time for you to move on and try a dance. Your job will be to deliver a dance performance that livens up the venue and gives your sorely lacking main model some much-needed punch-up. Taking everyone's talents or lack thereof into account, this is the only solution. Agreed. Schoenheit, your plan is the only one that can even out our King's Scholar's sized deficient. Ooh. I question if the two of us are good enough to cover how bad Leona is. Oh! Give it our best shot. I told Leona I would look after him, and I will. I feel so bad for him right now. I'm embarrassed to be a part of Botanical right now. Sorry, my dorm's housewarming is giving you guys so much extra work. Oh! Just saying, I happen to be an expert at walking on two legs. Rated on old Grimmy for some coaching since you clearly need it. Okay, I'm starting to get real sick of this. Quiet, I won't tolerate no pointless yipping. Here's the plan. Pups, take lessons from Shanghai and put on the best possible performance you can. Let's get started with some Fairy Gala lessons right now. I'm glad I'm not those guys. Pomfiori Dorm Ballroom. Ouch, sorry, didn't mean to smack into you again. You were supposed to take a step forward there. Callum, your movements are smooth and crisp, but you're still making a lot of basic errors. Yeah, when I get into the groove, sometimes I just kinda wind up letting my body do its own thing. Conversely, Jamil, your steps are technically beyond reproach. But remember, that a dance that's too perfect can appear lifeless. Thank you, Vil. Hey, Vil, and there, Grim and I are just dropping in to see how practice is going. Is our house warden pulling his weight? Hey! Oh, hey, Leona. Hope you're not skipping out on... Wait. What's the deal there? He's got vases sitting on his head and shoulders, of course. Of course! This is like the most generic version of trying to make sure everyone's got good postures. Like, in every web comic, where there's like a body swap, or like an ikasai, a polysu or something, where someone goes into like a royal family's body, or a duchess's body. They always have this scene. It's like, gotta work on the etiquette. You spilled some more water already? Start over! And don't worry, I'd be happy to refill your vases every single time they run out of water. Oh gosh. No! Nope, that's it, I'm done! I can stay winter for the rest of my life, for all I care. Anything beats all this clowning around! Leona's in shabby shape, and Callum and Jamil's dancing is all stilted. Are you guys gonna be ready in time for the Fairy Gala? If you guys don't steal the show, we're not gonna be able to steal much of anything else. Maybe we need a change of plan. There's nothing for you to worry about. Okay, never mind. Pretend I said nothing. I will ensure the success of Operation Steal the Show. My professional pride demands nothing less. But how are you gonna pull that off? There's only one surefire way to succeed. Drilling until your muscle memory couldn't forget even if it wanted to. What's this? He gave them a magical kick in the pads? Where? In the butt or... Oh, jeez. Get up, you three. From this point forward, if you sit without my expression... Wait, get up, you three. From this point forward, if you sit without my express permission, you're going to be doing 500 squats. Oh, wow. Leona, put the vase back on your head and get back to walking. If you spill any water, your penalty will be an hour-long air chairs exercise. You won't get anywhere without developing your core muscles. This is chaos. Caleb and Jamil, if either of you slip up, run a three-legged around the school. You'll be held jointly responsible until you're in sync. That's not... Who are you to order me to do anything? Vil Schonheit, world-class supermodel, that's who. Oof! Eat day. Real glad I'm not those guys right about now. Okay, so that's all of the story content for now. I was kind of hoping to do this all at once, but I guess they want to just wait a few days. I think the next one, the next few chapters, I mean, just have a look at the event details. No, not the tutorial. Let's see. I don't know, but it's apparently I think it's gonna be available in the next 4 days or so. The entire event. So yeah, that's basically all there is to now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye bye.